Hello everyone, welcome back to Civivi Studio. Today we're going to take a look at the highly anticipated Button Lock Elementum. This is a really exciting new knife. I know a lot of you have been waiting to see it. So today we're going to take you inside the Button Lock Elementum, show you what we've got going on underneath the scales, and then we're going to give you some nice close-up looks and take you through the specs on this knife. All right, up here on the table today we have the first 6 Button Lock Elementums that are going to be released. The release date for these is going to be April 19th. We do have that date now, and that's the day that these are going to be available at the dealers. Starting at the bottom here, we've got the 3 Micarta versions. The olive with the black Stonewash blade, the brown Micarta, and the dark green Micarta, both with Stonewash blades. We've got one G10 model that's going to be available right from the start, and that's the all blacked out version. And then we have 2 carbon fiber versions that have kind of the marbled carbon fiber with the red or the blue shred inside there. Those both come with the black hand rubbed Damascus blade. These 4 Button Lock Elementums right here are all going to have the 14C28N steel on the blade, and the 2 carbon fiber versions have that black hand rubbed Damascus, like I mentioned. The new Button Lock Elementums come in at an overall length of 8 inches, which is obviously going to be a little bit larger than the original Elementum, which I've got right here for size comparison. The original Elementum comes in at an overall length of 6.99 inches. So you're about an inch longer on the new Button Lock Elementum, and that gives you added blade length and also added handle length. Okay, so taking a look at the 2 Elementums together, the original Elementum and the new Button Lock Elementum, I'm going to point out a few of the differences. First of all, you can see that there's a exposed lanyard hole on the original Elementum, and the new Button Lock Elementum has a hidden lanyard post in the back. And you also see right away that the new Button Lock Elementum has holes on the show side for a reversible pocket clip, which the original Elementum does not. So your new Button Lock Elementum has that pocket clip that can be reversed to the other side. The other thing to notice, which has been the subject of much debate, is the lack of a flipper tab on the Button Lock Elementum. You can see that on the original Elementum here. It's got the flipper tab, and the Button Lock Elementum does not. Without the flipper tab, you get an extremely smooth and streamlined look and feel on the new Button Lock Elementum. There is no thumb stud on the Button Lock Elementum either, so without a flipper tab and without a thumb stud, the only way to open it is using the push button. With just pressing that button, giving it just a slight flick of your wrist, you're going to get that open, and then the same thing will bring it closed. We have had some people mention, oh, that makes it a gravity knife and it won't be legal where I'm at. That may be the case in some places, but that is the case with many knives that are not legal for various reasons. So hopefully it works for you. If it doesn't, stay tuned. We have many more projects that are in the pipeline that will be coming out that you'll be able to use. I'm going to show you one of these that I took apart in just a second to show you how this button lock mechanism actually works, which is really unique. But essentially you push the button and flip the blade open, push the button and flip the blade closed. The really cool thing about this knife is that because it has no liner lock or frame lock, you don't have to worry about trying to get your hands in there. It's extremely safe to operate. You won't end up with one of these. And you can use it very easily with gloves on. Open and closed. Really, really nice, really smooth action. It's running on ceramic ball bearings, and it just glides right open. Okay, and we've got it taken apart here. This is the brown Micarta version. You can see those caged ceramic ball bearings on the blade there. And we've got the stainless steel fully skeletonized liner, and one of the Micarta scales here. We've got the Micarta back spacer. Here's your reversible pocket clip. The Button Lock Elementum runs T8 screws for everything except for the pocket clips, which are T6. So on the Button Lock Elementum, we're using a unique kind of a spring for the button. Rather than having that little tiny spring that fits inside the plunger hole that always gets lost when you take apart your knife, we've got the spring actually incorporated into the liner. So your button fits into the little hole right here with this little bottom of the button, and then the edge of the button here sits right on top of this spring, and that's what gives you the tension on your button lock. So putting it back together is really simple. All you have to do is put this little hole right here inside. All you've got to do to put it back together is put the little edge of your button right here on the spring and then push it down into that little hole right there as you're assembling it. And it goes together really smooth. So there you have the inside look at the Button Lock Elementum. One thing that I should mention about this guy is the fidgetability of the knife. This guy right here, there's something about this knife that just makes you want to flip it. When you see somebody else doing it, you almost have to. Every time I've been in any kind of a meeting or any kind of a video where somebody else has one of these and they start flipping it around, there's this peer pressure kind of a thing that just makes you want to have one in your hand. I don't know, but it's super, super fun. Getting it to open just at the right speed and to lock just right and then closing it just right. You know, doing it with both hands. The fidgetability is through the roof on this knife, even without a flipper tab or a thumb stud. So this is definitely a knife that you're going to want to get in your hands and you're going to want to play with. Now, as far as being able to get one, the official release date for this knife is April 19th this year. So these are going to be out really soon. However, it's a small release. There's not going to be a lot of them that are going to be available, so you're going to have to be fast. There will be a follow-up batch that's going to be hitting dealers soon. So if you don't get in on the very first batch that's out on April 19th, don't worry, there's going to be a bunch more hitting the market soon. So get on the waiting lists and pick them up as quick as you can. The first batch will go very, very quickly. Also available on April 19th, you're going to be able to get a few more Wii and Civivi knives. This is our global release date for the Wii Miscreant 3.0, and we're cutting a video for that right now that you'll be able to go and watch on our Wii YouTube channel, so make sure you don't miss that one. It's a really neat little knife. And the last one that you'll be able to get is the Trailblazer XL, and we just talked about that in the previous video that we did on the Civivi Pintail. So you can go back and take a look at that one there. All of these are going to be available on the 19th, so get on your subscribe list, subscribe to our YouTube channel for additional video updates. Watch our social media. We're posting updates there all the time, and make sure you get on a wait list at your favorite dealer to get these when they come in stock. Thanks for watching, everybody, and we'll see you next time.